Hello friends, in today's video I want to talk about 13 reasons why we play airsoft or actually it's 13 skills that airsoft can give you. Why I want to talk about this is because I think that airsoft is interesting for a lot of people and scary for a whole lot of other people. So if it's you or your partner or your teacher or your parents or politicians, whoever, this is a video for everyone. So let's get to it. 13 reasons and 13 skills that airsoft can give you. When you ask airsoft player, active airsoft player, why do you play airsoft? The usual answers are it's fun, it's good cardio and workout, or it's good activity with my friends, I'm building friendships through airsoft, or one really funny and interesting answer I heard is because my wife lets me. So these are the usual answers, but I think there's more behind it. There are more skills that you can learn playing airsoft than being an active airsofter. So I will get to it. I have cheat sheet and this little nice setup in my outdoor office. So let's get to it. Point number one, teamwork. Teamwork is a really good skill. Airsoft is team game. So when you are not working with your comrades, with other players, you usually don't win. Of course, it's not only about winning, it's about the fun, already mentioned, but yeah, teamwork, really good skill for the usual life too. When you are at the first meeting applying for a job, yeah, usually one of the first questions is if you are a team player. So training this at airsoft works also for your life. Second, communication and active listening. This is something a lot of people in 21st century have problem with. Listening to your spouse, to your teacher, to your boss, to colleagues, usually is problem. But also explaining stuff might be a problem. So when training in airsoft, explaining the process, the place where the enemy is, for example, and a lot of other, and active listening and understanding and asking the right questions, really good thing, and you can train this during airsoft gameplay. Number 3, I will move the list, is fast decision making. Fast decision making, again, really important as in airsoft and for real life. When you are like not thinking fast and just waiting and not making the decision yes or no, this is something that can slow you down. Can slow you down in airsoft and can slow you down in real life. So decision making is number 3. Number 4, sorry. Yeah, that's water. Really good compared to energy drinks and stuff. Yeah, number 4, solving problems is number 4. So searching, thinking out of the box, searching for solutions of the problems, of next steps. Really important. Trying to find out how we can win, how can we just finish the task and so on, finish the mission. Really important. Again, during airsoft gameplay, something you can learn and you can train. Number 5, tactical thinking and planning. Again, skill, really important for real life. Thinking few steps ahead, if it's in a competitive environment or in family life, planning your day, planning your week, planning to the future, what I want to do, what I want to have. I can just transit a little bit to chess, for example. It's really similar game as airsoft. where you always have to think about what's the next step of the competitor is, what are my next steps, like first, second, third. So yeah, again, really good skill for your usual life. Number 6, orienting on the outcome or on the goal. Really good skill. Again, if you are at the first meeting applying for a job, HR managers usually ask if you are goal oriented, if you can work out or work alone, not work out. So considered in the environment of airsoft game usually aren't only about shooting. They are about missions and tasks. You can disassemble the bomb, for example, or move stuff, or collect artifacts, or move people. And all these are missions and tasks you have to complete in order to win. So it's not only about shooting, it's also about the outcome. Number 7 is persistence. Persistence is something a lot of people in 21st century are missing, I think. Finishing the job and being like really stubborn and going forward. Yeah, again, good skill you can learn at airsoft. One example for all is like when the enemy team is defeating you and you have like 1 day game and there's a lunch, there's a break, usually break for lunch, and you're like really depressive about it, and you're like, they are better and we won't win and so on. Yeah, you won't. But being persistent and going and trying to finish the tasks can give you the advantage in the afternoon. So yeah, persistence is really, really big thing and big skill you can learn. Number 8, patience. Another great skill a lot of people are missing in 21st century, I would say. One example for all: you are at some milsim game, for example, and you are guarding some interest point or some building, just so the enemy doesn't go behind your lines or whatever. But nobody gets there like for a whole day, and you are just sitting and waiting and trying to like watch your surroundings. Yeah, you actually have to be patient and can't leave, because I guarantee you that 3 minutes after you leave, somebody's gonna sneak through there and make a lot of bad stuff to your team. So yeah, patience, really great skill for ordinary life and for airsoft. Number 9 is anger management and managing stress. Probably all the airsofters watching know this. There's a lot of really popular videos about airsoft cheaters and people getting angry and fighting, like fist fights and whatsoever. So yeah, trying to calm down, just think about nice things, or finding out some breathing exercise or whatever when like enemy is hitting you hard and you are like all the times on the respawn and so on. This is something, again, really important also for real life. And just consider this: when you train this during an airsoft event, how easier it is when you are at the job, at school, or on the road in your car, to not get angry, to train this in a friendly environment between your friends and just doing what you like, doing the hobby. So anger management, number 9. Number 10, situational awareness. This is something even after 13 years of active playing I have problem with. I usually get the 1, 2, 3 tunnel vision, and don't see anybody and they usually shoot me and so on. So situational awareness, really good skill. You can train in airsoft. I don't know almost any other sport you can train this skill that much or that good as in airsoft. And again, in real life, being aware of your situation, so the bus doesn't hit you on the road or whatever, really good skill for real life. Let's move the list. Number 11, already mentioned, workout and cardio. How often does the ordinary person take like 3 kilogram weight, another kilograms on their chest, on their belt, whatever, and go outside to the nature, to some building, to some arena, and crawl, run, squat, and whatsoever. For active airsoft player, it's like once or twice a week. Of course, if there's no corona pandemic, but yeah, it's a good workout. Number 12, secure manipulation with weapons or guns. I know, these are toys. They shoot plastic BBs, they actually can't hurt anyone if you don't shoot anybody into the eye. But the manipulation is the same as with the real firearm. They are copies of real firearm, usually with all the moving parts similar to real firearm. And the basics apply for airsoft as for real firearms. So not shooting somewhere you don't know what's behind the target, for example, not having a finger on the trigger, always manipulate with the gun as if it's loaded. These are all the basic rules I teach my children, even with Nerf guns, the small ones. And I think it's really important for young folk, or even the old folk, to not be scared of guns and being able to manipulate safely with guns so they don't hurt themselves or anybody else, if there's a possibility that they get their hands on the real firearm. So yeah, that was number 12. Number 13, more points in this one, all in one. Fun, adrenaline or extreme sport, time spent outside on the sun or with your friends. So yeah, this applies for a lot of other sports. So if it's hiking, if it's rock climbing, biking, whatever, even if you go for a walk, yeah, being active, moving, it's good. So yeah, that works for airsoft too. So why am I telling all of this to you? Because I think there's too little information for general public about airsoft, told in a way that you understand. There's not enough information about what skills can airsoft give you. Already mentioned 13. And for some people, even for politics, for example, we can see what happens in Canada and so on, is that it's scary or too militant or whatever. But what I want to tell you is 99 of 100 airsoft players wouldn't want to fight in a real firefight. Why is that? Because we all know that it's too easy to get shot, even if it's with airsoft. So you realize you are not John Wick or Arnold Schwarzenegger. You are not that hero that just defeats everyone and is holding his daughter at the end of the film, like in Commando or something. So that's why I always say to naysayers and people who don't like airsoft or don't have enough information in that point, is that you try it. You go on, try it, but not the commercial one, like, you know, you get the overall, the paintball mask, some cheap gun, and you just shoot. You should go to a real game with real airsofters and try all these skills, or all that adrenaline, how your heart beats when you are under the stress, under fire, trying to do the mission and so on. And you will see it's not militant, it's actually a lot of fun, and actually a lot of interesting stuff is happening during the airsoft gameplay. Another popular opinion is that airsoft is a gateway drug to real firearms. And what I'm asking here is that really such a big problem? Like, I play airsoft because with airsoft you can shoot real people and they are shooting back, and you have all the stuff I already mentioned. So there's no way I would be like, you don't buy a real firearm if you are interested in those, if you are interested in protecting you or whatever, or in sports shooting or hunting. Yeah, go for it. There's a lot of principles and stuff you have to do, especially in Slovakia or in Europe, to get to a real firearm. So I'm confident that it's all right, and I'm really not against it, and I don't see why anyone would be. One of the last things I want to tell you is another unpopular between airsofters, but in general public, popular opinion about airsoft, and it's you are playing soldiers. Yes, we do. That's exactly what we do. But take it from the other side, or compare it to other sports. It's like when children are playing football on the street, they are all like, hey, you are that one, you are that one. I don't actually know any football players' names. If you are playing tennis, you want to be like Rafael Nadal or whoever, like the pro in the sport. So who's the pro for airsoft players? Those are like the special guys, like special forces, military, and so on. And is it that bad that your spouse or your children or your friend wants to be like somebody whose job is not only shooting? Shooting is actually like really small percentage of the job, but there's a lot of other stuff these dudes do, except their physical abilities, psychical abilities, their wisdom and knowledge, like knowing a lot of languages, knowing cultural differences, knowing about orientation in nature, in terrain, and lots of other stuff. So is that somebody you don't want to be a hero for your anybody? It's like, for me, it's totally alright if you are trying to be like somebody from special forces. Look like them, yeah, maybe, have the skills like them, but definitely, that's my goal in life, to be the best, and it should be yours too. So this for me is not a relevant opinion, or it's usually about not enough information about the game, about the sport. So yeah, it's actually not that militant. There's a lot of other things you can learn and get for your usual life from airsoft, and I think it's totally alright if anybody plays that. Last but not least, this is actually for people from Slovakia who are watching. I'm starting the pilot project where, as a gear maker, I actually have lots and lots of gears, not only that I'm making, but also bought one and collected. So I decided, as I was mentioning, I want a lot of people to try it. I want to bring new people to the sport, and that's why I'm gonna be doing rentals let's say, but it's actually like a service. So you will get all the stuff you need from me, from face protection, glasses, mask, through tactical belt, primary rifle, secondary pistol, vest, plate carrier, whatever we can agree on. And I will be taking always one person to a game. Before the game I will teach or try to explain like the basic manipulations, moving and all this stuff considered airsoft communication and so on, and then we can play together. Why? I want everybody to experience the real airsoft game, not like the commercial ones where you get overall like same as paintball mask, overall, some cheap gun, and you just run around and shoot people. No, I want you to experience the real experience we as airsoft player can get. I hope this can inspire some other people to do so. I know that a lot of people do so already, but I think it's important for our sport to grow and to inform the public. So that should be all for today's video. I hope it wasn't too long and too boring. I really tried to do my best, and see you next time. I have reviews, gameplays, other videos planned, so stay tuned and see ya. Ciao.